Hey, congratulations. Great job with downloading my content guide that helps you plan content at least for 2 weeks in as little as in 10 minutes. If we haven't had a chance to meet each other earlier, my name is Pauliina Rasi, and I'm a communications consultant and copywriter for small businesses with Mighty Missions. And since you are listening to this video today, I have a feeling that you have a Mighty Mission in your back pocket, and I'm delighted to share my best tips with you today. So downloading that content guide was a great first step, and I'm very proud of you for that. It will help you create your content more quickly, and it'll help you enjoy the process. But there are a couple of stumbling blocks that many entrepreneurs struggle with when they start planning and creating their content. And I want to speak with you about those today to really make sure that you get most out of this guide and that you get most out of your content so that you can start moving your vision and your mission forward as quickly as possible. So let's get started with those. First of all, the first point where many entrepreneurs go wrong or struggle a little bit is getting strategic with their content. So content is nice. Many of us like content creation, but when you're creating content for your business, it should never be only about content and not even creating high quality content. It should always be about creating content that moves your business forward, that helps you move closer to that vision of yours that you want to turn into reality. So before getting to that content guide and getting to all those ideas, starting to browse through all ideas and creating your content, take a moment, sit down and get really clear about your business goals. What it is that you want to achieve and how can this content help you reaching that goal. So that goal, it can be many things. If you are running a nonprofit, it can be, for example, to raise awareness on an important topic. If you have a service-based business, your content goal might be to position yourself as an expert and as a go-to source in that industry. Or if you have a product-based business, maybe your content is one of your most important sales drivers. So it doesn't really matter what that goal is, but get very clear about that in the beginning so that you can start early on aligning your content with that goal instead of just putting a lot of content out there that isn't actually going to help you and move the needle for your business. Then another very important point is consistency. So getting strategic and getting very clear about what it is that you want to achieve with your content is a very important first step. But still, when you have that clarity, you also need to get your content out there regularly in front of your audience. And this is hard for many of us because none of us has too much time, or at least many of us struggle with finding time because we always have so many cool ideas that we want to be working on, or always clients to attend to and so forth. So it's very important to find that time for your content planning and content creation. And my first tip regarding that is to start small. So in that content guide, I am presenting you with 10 different content types, 10 different ideas that you can use on any channel. But don't maybe start out with all 10. Pick first 2 or 3 and start with those. And when you feel like you get your game going and you are really putting content out regularly, then expand from there, add new ideas, add new channels, add new content types. If you feel comfortable already with creating more in one go for it, be my guest. But if at any point you feel overwhelmed or exhausted, or you feel like, yeah, I'm not sure if I can keep up with all this, scale back down, choose only 2 or 3 ideas and start from there. And another very vital tip that really changes the content planning and content creation of many of my clients is scheduling time for your content creation and actually sticking to those meetings with yourself. Because often content creation and other non-urgent things are the first meetings to go when something more urgent or something more important happens. But when you really get into that habit of creating content regularly, It'll help you gain momentum. It'll help you get results. And when you get those first results and you see that your content starts getting traction, it'll become more motivating and rewarding for you to create more in the future. But the trick is to get started and get those first results. And for that reason, I encourage you to schedule in time for your planning and your content creation within the next 24 hours. So go to your calendar right now and try to find even a 15-minute time slot. If you can't do more, do 15 minutes. If you can do 30 minutes or even 1 hour, that's great. But if 15 minutes is all you got, start with that, schedule it in and stick to it within the next 24 hours. It'll help you get started. It'll help you gain momentum and get those first results that will make it easier for you to come back and create more content in the future. So to recap, when you start planning your content, first of all, take a moment to work on your strategy. Just define your most important goals and how you're going to get there. Pick 2 or 3 ideas to start with. Don't start with everything, start with a few most important things. And schedule time for yourself within the next 24 hours to get started. All right? And if you ever get stuck, I have gathered below some of my most trusted resources. So there are resources that will help you make brainstorming fun. They will help you to come up with ideas that aren't too salesy, but still promote and highlight your business. There are tips on how to get moving when you hit a creative block or a writer's block. It happens to all of us, but the more quickly you can get past it, the better it will be for you. So if ever you get stuck, feel free to come back to those resources or head over to my blog or connect with me on social media. I'm very active on LinkedIn and Facebook and also a little bit on Pinterest so that you can keep receiving those tips that keep your content on track and let you shine. So now go through those resources, go check your inbox for that content guide and start planning as quickly as you can. Because only when you put these ideas into action, they can help you move your business forward and help you turn your vision into reality.